What's good, gente? Thank you guys once again, like always, for tuning in. As you guys can see on the thumbnail and on the title, right? This is gonna be part one. I will be doing another part because, as you guys can see on the thumbnail, there is two characters right there, and as you guys can see on the title, show me the paperwork. Apparently, this dude still hasn't seen the paperwork. God damn, homie. And I know this is not everybody's cup of tea, homie, but I did have a lot of my subscribers and a couple of the homies, man, get on my bumper. Like, man, why haven't you put these fools back in their place, G? Shit, I know that there's a lot of you, man, might still remember when I first exposed these dudes, man, how they were hiding for months, homie. And they weren't really coming out until they got the courage or they just stopped giving a damn. Or what it really was, man, they really needed the feria away. They're like, nah, homie, this ain't gonna stop us from doing what we do, to get to the bolsita. So as you can see, man, we back at it, homie. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe, hit that follow, just in case of anything, homie. You know what I'm saying? But for like the ones that this ain't their cup of tea, don't trip, homie. I'm working on another profile right now. So hopefully it'll either be playing today or tomorrow, man. So with all that being said, man, let's get right into it. So of course, man, I've been doing a lot of catching up on YouTube, and I've been having a lot of homies, man, message me on these last few days like, hey, fool, you gotta get on these fools bumpers. You gotta put these fools back in their spot, way. But one of the videos that I ended up tripping out on, because I did tune into a couple, especially after getting sent a couple links, way, I noticed that these fools are really feeling themselves, or they're really going back in denial, way, where they honestly don't feel that they ever told that. I mean, they're going as far as to telling people, man, that if you're gonna throw that jacket, put the shit out there, homie, to really like put him out there. So I kind of took that as a request, homie, as like, hey, conejo, you need to be really putting this shit out there once again, homie, just to remind the gente. But like I said in the last prior videos, homie, this shit does get played out, G. This shit does get played out. But let's remind Dubs, man, about his situation and how he got the label being a rata, homie. So as you guys can see right here, man, once again, G, I mean, that's not my name right there. That's not my CDC. This is none of my information right here. But if you pay close attention right here, man, it does tell you a little bit about somebody, G. And if you guys are really aware of who this last name is or who this CDC number belongs to, hey, homie, you can see right there that there was something that doesn't really check out, homie. You know what I'm saying? This is something that people get, homie, after they done told and pretty much, man, put a lot of people away, homie. Because at the end of the day, I know some people are going to be like, no, not every single time people get busted, homie. Sometimes they just give up information that they already know. Yeah, bro, it sounds good, G. But something that I have been told by a couple people, when they actually debrief, homie, they already know some of these things. Yeah, that's off tops. But they have to give the actual scoop. If they feel that you're lying or you're full of shit, you're not going to actually get one of these, bro. You're not going to actually get kicked out the hole and be able to go back to a certain yard, homie, or a PC yard. You're not going to be able to do that, G, unless you done debriefed, homie. You know what I'm saying? You gave every single information that you knew about so-and-so. You let them know, hey, who runs the yard, who's up in line fucking as a soldado, who's putting in the work. And I mean, the list goes on of what they actually tell, homie. Me personally, like I said in the past, homie, I was never really someone like that, homie. Like, I never reached a certain status or anything like that. So when I ended up defecting, bro, there was no process like this. I didn't have to debrief. I didn't have to go through none of that shit. So at the end of the day, bro, like, if this is something that he does want, like, for people to recognize him, like, oh, homie, I was up there with the big homies. I was out there fucking walking in chanclas and the tira, fucking. They used to call him the Nalgon, homie. Right there in the Pelican Bay. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? That'll tell you everything right there. If he wanted to get credit for any of that, G, we're gonna give him that, homie. He had a debrief. So in order for him to debrief, he was clicked up, G. He was clicked up. He was someone that had a life case, homie. So that's probably one of the reasons why he did it. I'm not trying to justify it or nothing, homie. Because you guys already know at the end of the day, this was trying to throw some jackets that I should be telling him, show me the paperwork, homie. You know what I'm saying? Show me fucking Megan's Law. Or like, I mean, there's a lot of ways to figure out if someone's a weirdo, homie, but he has thrown some jackets, homie, so at the end of the day, I don't really give a damn. But as you guys can continue seeing on this other little thing right here, right? This is the second part of that little fucking debriefing thing. So if you pay close attention right there, once again, bro, this will tell you exactly what he ended up doing, homie. So for him to be like, show me the paperwork, homie, woo woo, you gotta put that shit out there. Oh, I never had fucking people from my neighborhood or, anyone call me a rata, Well, you had a few people call you a rata, homie. But the reason why, I mean, there's not paperwork like, oh, he told on so-and-so, woo woo, because you done told on the whole clique, homie. And I'm pretty sure, homie, if I really like want to get down to it, homie, I'm pretty sure I can find the list that you ended up debriefing on, homie. You know what I'm saying? I would have to either cough up some feria, homie. I would either have to fucking, you know what I mean? Fucking bootlick like a motherfucker, right? But I probably would be able to get that information if you continue to be like, show me the paperwork, homie, show me the paperwork, right? So I'm pretty sure that that shit is out there, homie, but there's not really no need, homie. By you having that debriefing shit on your thing, homie, on your C file or whatever, that says it all, way. You a rata, homie. You a rata, and that's how you got that label, G, being a rat. But of course, as you guys see on the thumbnail, that's why him and Gunner get along perfect, way. And that's why on that video that I ended up seeing, because I am referring to a video where he's over there like, oh, they're fucking trying to smut me and Gunner up. There ain't no one trying to smut up nobody, homie. So I do recommend you guys to make sure to tune in to part two. On part two, I will be talking about Gunner once again, homie. Fucking Mr. Pew fucking face, we will be talking about him and pretty much reminding him why we gave him the rata jacket. Because the other fool's been a rat since YA, homie. You know what I'm saying? When he's over there talking about his murder cases and all that. No, he was telling the cops about murder cases. But we'll get into all that shit. But on this video, it is for Dubs, Mr. Show Me the fucking P Dubs. Well, hopefully, man, he actually reacts to this fucking video. I know that you guys are gonna send it to him once again. Like, hey, look, fool, Conejo done put you fucking out there once again, homie. And he actually showed paperwork, homie. Like, I actually put some things out there. I feel like other content creators that have seen it, because I mean, everybody's done seen it. I know they've done checked out the platform. They done seen the video where I put these fools out. One of the reasons why they don't want to really put it, homie, is because they feel bad for old boy Way. They feel that like by putting that shit out there, that they can pretty much put old boy at risk. Nah, it doesn't really work like that, homie. He's already, I mean, he done did the most, and the people that need to know his actual status and if he's good or not good, trust and believe, homie. Then they know, way, and he's on that list. And I guarantee you, they have right there on the bottom a rata, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like that fool's a rat, do. But at the end of the day, when we're out here in the calles, of course, there's gonna be a lot of people that don't give a damn, homie. They didn't tell on them, so they don't really give a shit. That's how it kind of works out here. If you don't tell on them, homie, they don't really care, homie. They'll act like they do, but they really don't. And by him fucking being on social media, hey, that's the type of shit that happens, way. Like I said earlier, this fool's done try to throw jackets at your boy. But look how I do it, homie. I let you guys know exactly what happened. Woo woo. And it is what it is. We keep it pushing, homie. But I recommend you guys to try to find some actual dirt. Like, hey, this fool pops up right here. Woo woo. And don't do what they did to what Baby Thugger did, homie. Because they did use Baby Thugger at one point. But I had told Baby Thugger, like, hey, fool, check out on the name, homie. That's not your boy. Straight up. But I did like the fact that I did see certain little things. And for American Cholo, as you guys can see right here, the reason why I'm bringing it up is because the one video that I did see where old boy was talking about show me the P Dubs, he was pretty much exposing fucking American Cholo. But I had done made a video in the past, homie, and a lot of people try to justify American Cholo like, oh, he didn't know. I guarantee you he knew, way. It's only common sense. If you really talk to some hitters or you're around some hitters, they'll let you know right away, fool, like, hey, that fool's basura, homie. Because no matter who it is, homie, Once you hit a certain age, dispensa, homie, everybody's questionable. And if you're in that lifestyle, someone's gonna ask about you, homie, whether they like you or not. G, those are facts. So with all that being said, man, I hope that Dubs gets to see the paperwork. Maybe one of these days he'll actually make a video about him debriefing and why he debriefed and what was actually the process of debriefing. If he wants to claim that he didn't rat, or you know what I'm saying, like, oh, I never snitched on nobody. How was the process of the whole debriefing? I remember seeing a video. I'm not sure if it was Boxer, the Sureno one, that was actually doing the whole debriefing process, or if it was actually someone else that ended up posting how it actually works. It might have been the other Boxer. I'm not quite sure who ended up posting it, but they ended up posting a video of what fucking debriefing really is, homie. So if you guys want to question it, or you guys don't believe me, like, hey, debriefing ain't really snitching, homie. No, it's snitching way. That's telling like a motherfucker, homie. And trust and believe way. On every fucking person that has debriefed, I guarantee you there was someone that either caught time or got fucked in some way, without Vaseline, homie. They didn't even spit or nothing way. It was straight dry. And for those fools that be hooping, hey, maybe they had a thrill with it, but I guarantee you the rest probably didn't way. Getting put in the shitter and all kinds of shit. So with all that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will cut it right here pretty short because I do want it to play out. I gotta work on part 2, to be quite honest. If I actually finish part 2, I'll probably display it for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy. I will be adding this little last clip, or last little picture right here. This was something that I was supposed to do. I know that you guys probably still want me to do it, homie, because you guys get a kick, but my reading has gone better, homie. So if you guys want me to read this book that Dubs ended up writing while he was locked up, I believe it was him and like 4 other prisoners that ended up having live fucking cases, homie. They ended up writing a book about the whole lifestyle and all this shit. Dubs has denied this book, but as you guys can see on this image right here, that's pretty much Dubs right there with. But I have the whole book. They ended up sending it to me. Shout outs to the homie. I do apologize for lagging and not actually dropping that video. But if it's something that you guys are interested, make sure to drop a comment, bro, and be like, Pinche Conejo, do that video with. It's just technically a book, and he's trying to be positive, homie. But it was funny to me that he ended up denying this actual book. I'll read it once again just to see what was the whole mystery on the whole fucking denying the book. As a matter of fact, let me play out that little clip for you guys so that you guys can see what I'm talking about.
God's grace is still working right there.
Yeah, no, I've never written a book, Zane.
Me personally, I thought that shit was weird that he would be like, oh, I never wrote a book. And old boy's pretty much putting them out there like, nah, fool, you wrote a book, wait, and it was some good shit. Me personally, I don't see nothing wrong with writing a book. And this is actually going to put him out there as something that he don't want to be. Because that's probably why he was denying it, like, because he was trying to show people or trying to be like, hey, fool, I'm super feeder, man, wait, I never wrote no book, homie, but I don't see nothing wrong with it. But apparently for him, he's actually ashamed of writing this fucking book right here. So with all that being said, gente, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, man, make sure to hit a like. Make sure to share with the others, bro. Send this shit to Dubs, way. Like, you want to see the fucking P-Dubs? Ahí están, way. Once again, homie. They're right there, you know what I'm saying? And it comes from old boy that you try to throw a jacket on, and he actually said, show the P-Dubs. Show the P-Dubs. So with that being said, man, it's your boy Conejo. You guys already be knowing. I'll catch you guys on the next one. And we out, homie. I hope you guys enjoy.
What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Once again, new video.
Omito. 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 Omito.